welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kristen and welcome to my channel. So today guys, we're going to be working on a 2-bedroom family home, and I actually had a family in mind when I was building this. So I do currently live stream over on Twitch, and we are working with the Not So Berry challenge, and we are on we're on generation 2, where is Rosemary, our daughter. She has aged up into a teenager, and if you guys are familiar with the challenge, she's actually really a serial romantic. So I've asked everybody if they do have any teens that maybe they want to submit for me to actually like move into the community. I am looking for partners for Rosemary, some boyfriends, some best friends, girlfriends, everything like that. So if you have a teen that you want to submit, definitely go ahead, do that, and use the hashtag KrystinMyrieXo and put in the description that it is for the Not So Berry challenge. So in order to build this home, I kind of had a family in mind. Now, I haven't actually chosen a family, but I figured in this home, I think it would be so adorable to place in a possibly like a single mom, single dad that's raising a teenage daughter, so that Rosemary can actually have a best friend. So that's kind of the theme that I had in mind when I was building this home, and especially on the interior, I kind of like matched up the furniture so that it wasn't too matched up, so that maybe they go down to like the festivals, to the oh gosh, what is it called, the flea market festival. Maybe they pick up different random furniture, and that's kind of what I was going for when I was building this. Now, oh my god, I have been having so many issues with my game crashing, and I always forget to save it. So in case you guys are noticing that the build is going super quick and I haven't had to like switch anything around, I was kind of basing this on the build. I probably was like an hour and a half into the build the day before, and my game completely crashed. I had not saved it, not even once. I am so bad at that. Oh my gosh. Are you guys as bad as that? I wish The Sims 4 had some kind of like an autosave feature. I know that they do have mods for that, but I do try to stay away from as many like in-game mods that I have to, and I'm kind of like addicted to like CC, so I do try to limit myself, and I really just need to get on it more. So you're gonna notice this time around I was saving like crazy. I was saving, like, I swear, every 15 minutes because I was terrified of having to rebuild this again. So yeah, I've been kind of like taking my time doing these builds. I know I talk a lot in these builds about doing like what I'm listening to on podcasts and asking you guys for like recommendations, but I've been really getting into different series over on Netflix, and I've been recently really addicted to Switched at Birth. It took me a while. I wasn't sure if I was really gonna like it. It took me probably like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 episodes to really get into it, and now that I am like hooked. I'm addicted. I kind of binge watch like Netflix series, so I'm right now on season 3. I think there's 5 on Netflix right now, but I'm like hooked, totally addicted. I'm not gonna spoil it in case you guys want to start it if you haven't already, but I'm kind of figuring out if I am like which team that I'm on with like Emmett because the episode that I'm on, I'm like halfway through season 3. I'm trying to figure out if I'm liking the changes that he's getting into. And another thing that I noticed, Netflix actually added in the last season of Vampire Diaries, so I've got to catch up on that. I've been waiting forever. I wasn't even sure if Netflix was going to add it on, so I need to figure out what the heck happened at the end of Vampire Diaries, because you guys, if you've been here for a while, I was like completely obsessed with Vampire Diaries, and I've got to know what happens for the end. So yeah, I've been like really into that when I've been doing these builds, and I guess I forget to save because I'm just like too busy watching the other shows. So anyways, this home, it is going to be in the gallery for you guys if you do want to download it. Just make sure that you do put on your move objects cheat, because I do have a lot of the hidden objects. I alt things around, and a lot of the things you are going to notice that there are some things added into the backyard. There's like a basketball net, and I'm trying to think, there was like a jungle gym I think that I put there, but I don't actually put the build for footage in here because I do end up changing it. I moved the home on the lot, so there was more of like a front yard, because I saved the game and then I like went back in and tried to figure out how I wanted it to look, and I've been really trying to make these homes have more of like a realistic look to them and have them look really lived in, and I've been trying to like bring that to the exteriors of the builds as well, with like adding in the vehicles, even though unfortunately we can't actually drive them in The Sims 4. I would love to see them add something like that, but or even like some more toy cars, because we have to like rotate the same like 3 or 4 cars out. But yeah, so I went back in, added in a bunch of that stuff, so you guys are gonna see that I did try to like mix match up the furniture, and I did actually use the base game brick. I feel like I have not used it in forever, and that used to be my favorite like before I had any of the packs. And I felt like for this home, it just added like the perfect amount of texture, because I was definitely going, like I said, more of like a flea market, single mom, but it's still really clean. It's like really picked up and nice looking. I just wanted to make sure everything was just kind of different kind of furnitures all put together. And yeah, so this is such a large living room. For the home, I feel like it definitely gives a lot of area if they have like people over to entertain. I could not figure out what I wanted to put in that corner, because I didn't want this home really to be too cluttered. I just wanted it to look really lived in, and I did also want it to look pretty picked up. And the bathroom, it's such a small bathroom, but the bedrooms as well, they're like pretty small bedrooms, just enough room for like the dressers and the beds. But I did go ahead and actually add in a door that goes from the master bedroom into the bathroom, just to kind of give the master bedroom more of like an adult feel to it. Now you're gonna notice that for the parents' bedroom, which is in here, I kind of had a feeling that I wanted to place a single mom that maybe had like a teenager, because I felt for Rosemary, I really wanted to incorporate more of like a really strong personality into the home. So I figured if this was a single mom living here with her teenage daughter, I really wanted to bring in the personality. So you're gonna notice that I tried to bring a little bit more of a youthful parents' bedroom feel in here. So you're gonna notice there's more of like, it almost, I guess, could even pass for, oh gosh, what is that, Big Sister Challenge? I love this bedroom, and I've been really into layering rugs lately. So you're gonna notice I used that in the living room, but I also used it in here into the bedroom, and I love it. I feel like it just adds a little bit more like coziness into the bedroom. And this dresser, I love this dresser with like the glass knobs on it. It's definitely one of my favorites. I just try to like not use it that much, but I love how this bedroom turned out. There's also, like I said, the door that I do end up adding in after, so that it can go into the bedroom to give it more of like an ensuite, even though it's like a shared bathroom. And a little bit of clutter. I do go back in after and like push the home back, and there's like a super teeny tiny backyard, but there's still enough room that there is like a little area for gardens if they wanted to plant some herbs or some vegetables or anything like that, as well as like a little picnic table in case maybe Rosemary has some company over. But as I'm like talking about this, I just remembered I completely forgot to add in a barbecue. So you might want to add that maybe by the picnic table or on the balcony. And so this bedroom, I did have like a teenager in mind, but I kind of went with like a younger feel. So if you did want to place a child in here, you definitely could do that. I added in the castle, just kind of make the bedroom look a little bit more cuter. And I wish we had more of those kind of like designed beds, but I love how it turned out. I kind of wanted to add in a lot of color in that. Oh my gosh, you're seeing me save so many times. I probably should have cut that out. And I wasn't too sure what I wanted to put on this wall. I did even try to like put in some of the bricks, but I thought it was a little bit too cluttered looking. But I didn't want to leave it bare because it was like the main full wall that was behind the table. But I think it turned out really cute. That's definitely one of my favorite wall things to add, is like that menu board. I think it is super adorable. I use it pretty much all the time. But I did just add in a little bit of shelving to put like cookie jars and everything like that. And just kind of like adding in a lot of different clutter and a little bit of mess in the bedroom to make it look like maybe the teenager was a little bit messy. But I didn't put like any dirty dishes because I didn't really picture it to be like a filthy bedroom, just maybe not picked up as it should. So I'm just like going around trying to figure out how that I could put these kind of like arches because I didn't want to put a wall or even like one of the door archways in there, but it didn't work out. And over in here I was originally gonna put in like a keyboard, which I think still would look really cute if you did go ahead and add it in, but I thought it was a little bit too cluttered for what I was going for and decided against it. So you guys are probably noticing I took out the autumn mod, which I really did enjoy using all of October. I think it is just so pretty. I would love to see some kind of seasons in the game. I mean, even if we don't get a pack for a while, I think it would just look so cool if the trees changed colors. I thought that autumn mod, it was just so beautiful, and it really inspired a lot of my October builds for like the big family country kind of homes. And now that it's November, I'm probably gonna wait a while, but you guys are definitely gonna see me install the winter mod that has like the snow on the ground and all over the trees and plants and stuff like that. So just kind of like holding off for that for a while, at least until like the middle of November. You guys definitely will see me use that in some builds. So do you guys use those kind of mods in your game? Like if your computer can handle them? Are you guys all about the autumn and winter mod? I usually stay away from like the tropical one because I feel like if you go in the desert world, I can't remember if it's called Oasis Springs or if I'm mixing it up, but we do have the world that's more of like a desert. So whenever I do my summer builds, I usually like just go into that world and go where it's a little bit more drier and sandier and do it there. So yeah, so I did take the mod out, so I have been enjoying seeing all of the color of the flowers kind of return into the build. So this is where I did add in the pond from the hidden objects. And in case you guys maybe missed me talking about it, or if you guys are builders and you're not understanding why the debug menu isn't working, with the last update that we did get, for some strange reason, they did change it so that as long as you have the same show hidden objects on, instead of putting in debug, you're actually going to put in the word unknown if you're using the English version. So in case you guys weren't aware, I just thought I would mention it in case maybe you guys missed, if you don't follow them on Twitter, because that's kind of how I learned about it. It was like a shared post that depending on the language, the word actually changed. So yeah, oh, here's where I added in the pond. Whenever I have an area that I just kind of want to fill in, but I don't want it to look cluttered, this is definitely the perfect thing to add, and you can kind of make it fit the area by adding in a few more of the plants that you're adding in like around your yard. And you're gonna see the backyard, it is definitely a lot smaller. Like originally I thought I was gonna put in a basketball net and stuff, but it was just a little bit too, I didn't like how it was looking back there, so deleted it all out, and I love how it turned out. I actually ended up putting in a truck, which is what I was talking about. I wish we had more of these vehicles to put in, and I wanted to maybe make this truck look like they're carrying things around. There's like the boxes and the plant. I love how it turned out. I feel like those things like that, little details, just add in so much more character, especially if you're going with like a gameplay with the homes and stuff like that. I love it. So I feel like this home is going to be so perfect for the family that I have in mind. And if you guys maybe don't watch my streams, but you are interested in sending your teenage Sims to the gallery that I can place in, I would love for you guys to maybe make a family that's a single mom with a teenage daughter. And even if you do like to add stories, definitely do that, because I will be adding them in on stream. So I would love to read kind of their backstory and everything like that. I think it is going to be so much fun. I always love seeing all of the creations that you guys do come up with. So I really do hope that you guys like how this home turned out. Oh yes, and there's the garden that I was talking about in the backyard. I wanted to add that in. There's like the perfect amount of space. I wasn't sure what to add in. And the barbecue could even go like over by the picnic table under the tree, and there's still enough space like on the deck. It's a pretty small deck, but I do end up putting in like the garbage cans back there so they're like out of the way, not even seen. But definitely make sure that you guys give this video a very big thumbs up if you guys like how the home turned out. And I'd love to know down in the comments, what other kind of homes or styles would you guys like to see me do? If it's like a larger home, I've been working on a lot of the larger homes, so I thought it would be really fun to go back and do one of these smaller homes and yeah, so definitely let me know in the comments if there's like apartments or homes for specific families that you guys would love to see me try to recreate. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you guys would love to see. I've been really loving building, and we are probably, what, a week and a half away from pets actually, or not pets, cats and dogs releasing, and you guys, I am just like shaking with excitement to get my hands on all of the new like build and buy items that you guys have finally seen with the embargo that had finally let you guys kind of see what all of the items were on Monday. So you guys are seeing all of the new doors and windows, and we're actually getting a patch update on the 10th. So in case maybe you guys aren't actually getting cats and dogs, you're still going to get the update to get all of the new roofs, which is going to be so amazing for builders when you're trying to make like the octagon rooms and everything like that. It's going to come in handy. I'm so excited. I don't know how I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna have so many builds. I mean, especially how motivated I've been building, and whenever I get new content and new items, it definitely motivates me. So my channel is probably gonna be flooded out with all cats and dogs kind of builds for like as soon as the pack is released. But I really hope that you guys did like how today's video turned out. It will be in the gallery in case you guys do want to download it, put it into your own game, and definitely consider subscribing here to my channel where I do post regularly all things Sims related, and hopefully I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!